Some of the CCF elders were there kasi, and I remember the day before, nasa ICU na naman bumalik siya because she was already coughing blood. And sabi ko, iba na to ah. And somehow I knew in my spirit. And I asked the doctors, I asked the nurses, what should I do? If my wife was your child or your sister, what would you do? Kasi wala pa sinasabi sa akin eh. Until the nurse had to say, sir, don't tell anyone that it came from me. But if I were you, I would call na her loved ones. And so that morning, walang tulog siya. The whole day, I just called on friends and family para magpaalam. And it was so beautiful because para my last rites, I asked a pastor friend of mine to come. And he told me, why don't you take the hand of your wife and walk her down the aisle? Because now, she was your wife, she was your bride. But now she's going to be the bride of Jesus Christ. And one of her last words was, sabi Dong, kasi Bisaya, Dong. Dapat nga panggan, tao sa amin, Dong pa rin. Dong, I want to go home. Uwi na tayo. Sabi ko, oh, uwi na tayo. Ikaw uuwi na. And when you see Jesus' hand, hold on to it and don't let go. And January 5, so nakapagbilin siya. And on January 5, 2013, about 6:58 in the evening, I went up to bed, cradled her in my arms, and she took her last breath while I was carrying her. But like I said, the times in the ICU, she never complained. She was ministering to people. She was telling the nurses, o mga single pag mag-asawa kayo, maghanap kayo ng asawa na kagaya ng asawa ko, napaka-pogi, napaka-gwapo. And then she told my best friend Carol. She told one of her best friends, Carol, pag nawala na ako, make sure that my husband marries a godly woman, a woman who will love him more than me, a woman whose heart is after God. So binili niya. Hindi ko alam. And it was difficult. After the wake, and she was buried, wala nang tao sa bahay. Pag tutulog ko, wala na akong katabi. As I would drive, wala na akong katabi. And honestly, there were seconds that I felt like driving off the skyway and ending my life.